With this video I am starting a list of every single obscure tricks, secret tips and useless facts we can collectively find about the finals, and I will keep making episodes until we uncover everything there is to know about the game. If after watching this video you feel like adding to the list, please write anything you want in the comments, and if it fits the concept I will cover it in the next episodes. So let's start right now, and every time I'm gonna say something I learned from someone else, their name will appear in the corner of the screen. It takes 40 quick melee hits to break a single regular wall, which takes about 35 seconds. The thing that allows contestants to grab carryables without touching them is called the gravity glove. The only time it was ever mentioned is in the 4th patch note of the first closed beta, and the change was gravity glove improved response time when picking up items. Glitch grenades activate buttons, but they also turn them grey for a few moments, which makes them impossible to use again until they become red again. You don't need to shoot the actual red parts of buttons to activate them, you can just shoot anywhere on the yellow part and that will work, but shooting the power cable doesn't work. Also, most sources of damage will activate buttons, including the tracking dart's 5 damage, explosions and even orbital lasers. In modes with cache boxes, if you don't put the first 2 cache boxes into cache out stations and wait a few minutes, 2 more vaults will appear. This means it's technically possible to have 4 cache boxes in a single cache out station in a public match. Each time you launch the game, entering the training range for the first time and walking forward will trigger a long monologue from June.
Hello there, I'm June, one of the co-hosts of the show. I've heard a lot of buzz about you among the sponsors.
If that annoys you, you can entirely skip it by entering with a light contestant equipped with gateways. Place one end outside of the spawn area and one close to yourself and use it. This will teleport you past the trigger for the voice line, and so it will not trigger. When you spawn in the training range, on your left are the past season's leaderboards and on the right are some of the current season's outfits. Both the smallest and tallest things you can pick up in this game are in the training range. The smallest ones are the roses near the bench in the forest area, and the tallest ones are the heaters on the cafe's terrace. You probably know the riot shield has an active hitbox as long as it is visible, so it protects your left side even when you are not actively using it. The thing is, when you inspect it, it moves in front of you, but the hitbox doesn't follow the animation, so you can block with an invisible shield on your left side or get killed through the fake shield you are inspecting. Las Vegas has the longest zipline, which is 120 meters long. Crossing it takes 10 whole seconds, which is about the attention span of a light player in Power Shift. The shortest zipline is found on Kyoto and it's only 10 meters long. Crossing it takes just 1 second. So far, Las Vegas is the only map where Power Shift is not available. In the character customization menu, if you fully zoom on your character's face, you can hear them breathe. This only happens at the maximum zoom level when inspecting a cosmetic item near the face area, and even characters that are not supposed to be able to breathe still do. While recording the previous fact, I realized that you can make the crowd go silent in the background if you open the settings menu. You can brand your deployables by using sprays on them. It's especially nice with barricades. In the training range, you cannot open the leaderboard, but you do have a team like in a real match. To know what team you are on, you can use the spray which displays the logo of your current team. Watches display the time that your computer is set to. It's hard to see in this clip, but as soon as the minute changes on my PC, the watch updates in the game. This is also true for analog watches. You can inspect anything that you can hold in your hands. Weapons obviously, but also any gadget such as mines or grenades, and even the tablets used to deploy turrets, barricades, etc. And since Season 3 release, you can also inspect canisters, props, the key in terminal attack, cache boxes and player statues. In the training range, you can open the loadout changer and the menu at the same time. The training range dummies that shoot you have a medium class body, but they are using the M11, which is a light class gun, but that gun only does 5 damage per bullet. You can only have 16 goo blobs touching each other until the base breaks, and all the other ones break as well. If left untouched, goo lasts 90 seconds and then breaks, like the spirit of your teammates after a single wipe. It takes 246 AKM bullets to break a single regular wall. 2 voices can be heard during the Take the Call emote. Mackenzie Lapis is the CEO of Volpe and Sofia Petronel is the CEO of O.S.P, here referred to as Produce. On Skyway Stadium, you can demat this carpet, even though it's useless because you cannot demat the floor beneath. But I think this might be the most efficient way to clean a carpet though. In the cosmetic menu, you can quickly switch between emotes that spawn props to spawn many of them. Unlike in many games, they actually persist for a few moments and carry the momentum they had before you switch the emote. If you ever see flies on Las Vegas or fireflies on Kyoto nighttime, there are actually tiny flying dollar bills. I learned about this from Rockhound Black's video about Kyoto. Another thing I learned from him is that you can find some 3-headed monkeys across some maps, which is yet another Easter egg he covered on his channel. Go check his videos out. You cannot attach goo to any carryable, and this is probably because they wanted to avoid players being able to grab objects that have giant goo structures attached to them. This means goo grenades will bounce right off carryables, and if you throw one straight up to try and make it bounce on a carryable forever, it will just disappear. Since goo grenades got buffed in Season 3, 1 is enough to block 2 windows in most buildings as long as you hit the vertical part inside the window frame. If you crouch before attaching to a zipline, your crosshair will be smaller and you will be more accurate. This is probably going to get patched because not only does it give you an unfair advantage, it also breaks your camera while on the zipline, making your legs be way too close to your face. Like, try it for yourself, it looks very weird when you look straight down. Defibrillator does 50 damage, which is 10 more than a quick melee hit and as much as throwing an item at an enemy. Because of this, it can kill enemies and so it will show up in the kill feed with the same icon as when reviving a teammate. Tracking darts don't go through glass for some reason. You can damage people with carryables without even throwing them. What counts is just the momentum the item has, so letting it fall on someone is enough to deal 50 damage each time, just like if you throw it. The cash boxes beep when they are not being held by anyone to help you locate them. They also beep when picked up. The cash boxes in the training range are different from the one in the real games. They don't beep and they don't emit any light. You cannot dematerialize mobile elements like elevators, elevator platforms, drawbridges and moving walls. If you are burning, entering a smoke cloud will put the fire off, but standing in smoke doesn't make you invincible to flamethrowers though. If you look straight down, you can see your body, unlike in many other FPS games. This can lead to awkward situations where, from your point of view, it looks like you are walking in the air. If you stand still on the power shift platform, you will still trigger orbital lasers, meaning the orbital lasers check if your legs are moving, not if you are being moved by something. There is a bell on Kyoto that you can ring by shooting at it. It still works even after it has been broken, and you can also hit it with melee weapons. When you use a jump pad, you leave a blue trail behind you, and this is true even if you are invisible, so it gives away your position. Player jump pads don't make you leave a trail behind you though. During the Alien Invasion game event, the flying saucers are actually platforms that you can reach in many ways, for example by simply using a zipline directly onto one. It is also possible to destroy them, but there is no explosion or animation or sound or anything, and even after you destroy them all, nothing special happens and the event keeps going as if nothing had happened. It's actually quite underwhelming. I wish something would happen. When you open a door, there is a tiny chance of getting a chicken sound. It's a Battlefield Easter egg reference, and thank you to Smashel for the footage so I didn't have to try and get it myself. You can demat canister balloons and no canisters will fall down, meaning that the canisters only spawn once the balloon is popped. When a canister balloon is popped, it releases confetti. The Pixel Heart charm depletes and replenishes in real time based on your current HP. Glitch grenades don't affect cannons, and being glitched don't prevent you from using them. You can also TP cannonballs by shooting them through a gateway. There are actually so many things to say about cannons that I'm working on a video dedicated to only them. Some gadgets require a tablet to be used, and these tablets actually display the icon of the corresponding gadget. Enemies can see these icons as well. The only two exceptions so far are the data reshaper and the dematerializer, which are CNS gadgets. And these look much cooler than just an icon, and they regularly flash a message from CNS that reads "Discover." The TV Charm's default screen changes channel depending on the current season sponsors. Right now it's A.L.I.S.O.N, which is the sponsor featured in the last bonus page of the Battle Pass. The TV Charm also displays the current game show event in real time. And when a player with the TV Charm gets afflicted with the glitch status, the TV screen will display statics until the player is not glitched anymore. Being glitched also affects the oscilloscope charm. I find it insane how cool the charms are in this game. Good job, Embark. But sadly, despite all the cool things we just saw when it comes to charms, other players actually cannot see any of your charms and stickers, be it on things you hold in your hands like your guns or even on deployables. On This Horizon and Las Vegas, you can use D-mats to enter the big orb and hide inside. It looks extremely trippy, especially after entering it and closing the entrance behind you. I feel like I'm in a Vsauce video, what the f. There is a Cornell box on Horizon, which is a reference to the test of the same name, which is aimed at determining the accuracy of rendering software by comparing the rendered scene with an actual photograph of the same scene. And here is the original picture. The cool thing is that this means there is a green screen on this map. Alright, that's been about 60 facts, so don't forget to leave your own facts in the comments so I can make more episodes until we know every single thing there is to know about the finals. Thanks to Lettuce for helping me record a lot of clips for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.